Welcome to the Casual Cry Club, your cozy corner on the internet. We are your background besties. I'm Sunny.
And I'm Sherry, and we yap about unimportant things and we give you unserious advice. Okay. Hi, Sunny.
Hi, Sherry.
Welcome back. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to continue from our previous episode, talking about our adventures living with family. So, this is part two.
Okay, so apart from sleeping, how about working for you? How's your work from home experience?
Oh, okay. So, work from home. When I first started out, my first job, I had to go back to office a lot. So the work from home
Hmm.
situation was like, I mean, it was okay. I didn't feel like it was much of a problem because I was spending a lot of time in the office, right? And then after that, my younger brother went to army. So a lot of times, Monday to Fridays, he won't be at home. So I'll use his work desk to do my work. And it's pretty like it was pretty enjoyable because his work desk is very spacious and then he has a big monitor, so I will, just borrow his big monitor to do work. And then he came back from the army, and like my own personal little work desk situation was just gone. Yeah, so currently I use my older brother's man cave as my main work from home space. And right now I work from home like 3 days a week. Most of the time
Mm-hmm.
it's fine, but sometimes he will come back from work earlier on like a Friday, for example, and then he will have to use his desk to do work, right? And that's when I have to like vacate from his desk and I move into my parents' bedroom to do work. There's a little desk in my parents' bedroom which I do work on, and I'm here on this desk right now. That's a situation right now, and if I have like late calls, usually both rooms will be occupied. So sometimes I have to take my late calls in the dining room, like not even the dining room, okay, the dining table in the kitchen. And because the space behind me is like a walkway, right? So people will like just walk
Hmm.
behind me. And sometimes my camera is on, so they get featured in my late calls. And you know what's the funny thing? Like my dad is topless at home. Like that's a very typical Asian dad thing, right? Because the weather is warm, they just don't want to wear a top. And sometimes he like walks behind me, and like people can see that he's freaking topless. And it's so embarrassing in like a corporate environment, like in a professional environment where I'm like trying to be serious and talking, like taking my calls, and there's this like weird like Chinese topless uncle walking behind. So embarrassing.
Yes. Have you ever wondered why are you the only one without your own cave?
Oh yeah, I ask that all the time, but I don't know why. Like just at some point in life, both brothers just took both of the rooms. They buy their own like computer stuff and they just have their computers set up in both rooms.
So basically, it's like this whole hierarchy was not dictated by anyone. You just lost because you didn't take action.
Yeah, I just didn't like occupy a space on my own. I just didn't have the mind to like go and buy a monitor and claim a space as mine.
You're not Singaporean enough. They choked the place. Literally, they went to buy things to chope the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Since like
Yeah.
nobody dictated, and technically, right, they don't even sleep in your room, but they chope a place in your
Yeah,
room.
exactly. I don't know how that happened also.
Makes no
I don't know how
sense.
that happened.
You are too nice. You are being bullied.
That's my life. Mm,
Yeah. So talking about brother, I have a random story to
mm,
tell. So basically, my brother and I have a very, very big age gap.
mm.
So this living with brother situation, I think is quite unique for me. I literally watched my mom got pregnant and then see him coming out and then coming out as a toddler and growing up to like now 18 years old. So when he was a child, right, I really hated him, you know. Like living with him was a torture. Imagine having this toddler who's such a spoiled brat every day trying to scream and cry and get something from her parents. Oh my God, I was super angry at him
Uh-huh.
when I was super angry at him growing up. And then right, when he was a teenager, it was the worst. Because he was like this spoiled, angsty kid. And then he would scream randomly at home. I'm like thinking, what is he doing? Why is he at 12 a.m.? Why is he in the living room screaming?
It's just puberty, maybe.
He will start to practice floorball at home. Can you imagine? in my house then like he's just with this little stick running around
Uh.
and really shooting the balls at random things in the house and breaking things. I really don't know how I lived with him for so many years. And then like now that he's grown up, of course he stopped doing all this already.
Mm.
And now I have a new problem. So my new problem is that my brother has started to realize that I'm a very good therapist. So he keeps talking to me about all his problems. He cannot shut up about it. I mean, like, I'm very happy that he's talking to me. But right, I have to then now also not just live in the Ama time zone. I have to live in the teenager time zone because he only comes into my room at maybe 11 p.m.
Uh.
and then he tries to talk to me until 2 a.m.
Oh my gosh, HTHT. So cute.
That time he was taking his A levels
Uh.
and he was very stressed and then he had this whole identity crisis. His world came crashing down, like so every other night I talk to him until like 2 a.m. Oh my god, I'm damn tired. And then 5 a.m. I get woken up by TikTok videos.
Nice that he has someone to talk to about all this stuff. Like someone much older who has gone through the process.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, I want to ask, does your brother have his own room?
Okay, to be fair, he only got his own room after 17. So it was because one of my aunts passed away, so he took over the room. Since like he's a teenage puberty boy now. Yeah. So he didn't have his own bed also. He had to sleep on this big tatami like bed with my parents and my sister.
Maybe that's why he was so angry when he was
Yeah,
younger.
it could
He
be.
didn't have his own space.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Now that he has his own room, he's like milder, talking up like heart, like having heart-to-heart chats with his sister. So cute.
True, true, true. Okay, so now that I'm a therapist, do you do anything for your family apart from being
Oh,
a daughter?
literally all the admin stuff, like a lot of random admin stuff lah, like bank stuff, insurance stuff. I don't know, download some random app. So for example, today, recently there's this new app that the Malaysia Customs rolled out, right? You can
Mm.
scan a QR code to
Mm-hmm.
enter Malaysia. And literally my dad like asked me to download it when like all of my brothers were at home, but he
Mm.
only asked me to do it. And that's the situation for a lot of admin things, okay? They automatically come to me rather than like their two other sons.
Because you are nice and
Ugh.
responsible. That's why they come
Yes,
to
and
you.
because we always solve it like solve things for them. That's why they're like, okay.
So apart from being a mental type of therapist for my brother, I'm a literal therapist for my parents in the sense like physical therapist.
Mm.
So I'm also their doctor. So any problems they have, they'll come to me and they'll ask me, "Here pain leh, what is it? Can you Google for me? I got this medicine leh, what is it? Can you Google for me?" And then like every day I'm just Googling all this to the point that now right, I'm very familiar with all the
Oh my
medicine they
gosh.
take. And
And
like
how,
if you have a problem, I can tell you what you should
yeah.
take, basically. So like I have this whole dictionary of painkillers and all that in my head. And then because recently, as they got older and older, they start to have like a lot of
Mm,
aches. So they went to different doctors, couldn't solve their problems. And then I think that it's because they lack
mm,
exercise. But my parents being very Asian and cheap, it's very expensive for them to engage a
mm,
physiotherapist. So I have no choice. And once again, I consulted my bestie, ChatGPT and AI.
mm.
So what I did was actually I uploaded the whole report of my mom's X-ray
Wow.
into ChatGPT.
Wow.
And from there, I prompted ChatGPT to help me come up with like a plan, exercise plan for my mom. Yeah, and then when it comes to execution, right, then I have to go and watch YouTube
I
videos.
see.
Watch YouTube videos. Then I listen to what those YouTube therapists say and try to correct my parents as they
Mm.
exercise. Yeah, but then didn't last long lah. My parents refused to engage in this like exercise routine. So now they're still aching all over and we're still talking about painkillers. Okay, last but not least, I think how about the general physical space situation?
In terms of physical space, because I don't have my own room, right? A lot of my things, like my personal belongings, are found in different parts of the house or different rooms. So I have some things in the cabinets in the living room. I have some things in the cupboards in my older brother's room, and I have some stuff in the cupboards of my younger brother's room. So I have to go to different rooms to retrieve different things.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And because my clothes are stored in the room that my brothers sleep in the morning I have to enter that room to get my clothes and get my jewelry, accessories, and things like that. And my younger brother sleeps on like a mattress also. It's like most of the time, the mattress that he sleeps on is blocking like the cupboard to my
Oh
clothes.
my
So I cannot
God.
open the cupboard to get my clothes.
I totally understand you because that's what happened to me also. I cannot open the cupboard
Yeah.
to my clothes.
Yeah, so now I'm trained. Like every night, if I know the next morning I have to get my clothes or I have to go to the office, I need to prepare my clothes in advance. If not, the next morning I'm gonna have a hard time like getting my clothes
Uh,
out of the room without waking my brother up.
I totally understand. So 100% similar situation.
Yeah, I thought this was such a niche thing to experience,
No,
but
we have the same
yeah.
lives.
And like okay, I can share like one more funny thing. So my brother has since shifted his mattress to like another part of the room. I can access my clothes freely, but his mattress now blocks the cupboard to like my jewelry. So I can't take my jewelry. Yeah, it's a struggle. It
Yeah.
is a struggle.
Yes, correct. So now I think I managed to train my auntie also. So if she knows that I'm coming home late, she will help to take out my pajamas to put on my bed because she knows that if she pulls out her mattress thingy, then I
Yeah.
cannot open the cupboard. Then I don't have pajamas. And then what then I will have to go and borrow my mom's pajamas to wear.
Oh my God. If only I could train my brother to help me like pick out my work clothes.
Yeah,
Then he can continue sleeping in the same spot.
I think work clothes is a bit hard. I mean pajamas is simple, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Luckily, my auntie wake up
Yes,
at
okay.
5 a.m., so I don't have morning problems. She will always wake up
Your
earlier
morning.
than me.
And then she plays her TikTok and you wake up also, so.
Apart from like our own things, right? The other thing that I think I have to live with is their things. They have a lot
Yeah.
of things. So in my house, I'm not the hoarder. I probably rank at the bottom of the list for like how much things I own. So everyone hoards different things. So for example, my my brother and my mother, they hoard shoes. So outside my house, entrance area, we have a shoe cabinet, and our shoe cabinet is huge. Okay, so recently my brother went to buy even more of those, DIY shoe cabinet where you can just keep piecing up like
Mm.
Lego. Because, so I think that my brother and my mom probably has like more than 50 pairs of shoes together.
Oh my gosh. I've been to your house, right? And your shoe cabinet is like floor to like just a whole length of shoes.
Yes, it's floor to ceiling as like DIY, right? That's why they build until like it's super big. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then like it's just full of their shoes. And I kept asking my brother, "Are you a centipede or what? Like, you okay or not?" I don't understand. Yeah, and then like the other time when I was trying to clean my house, I also discovered that my house has so many plates and Tupperware. Like,
Mm.
I'm so sure that I have more than 100 plates in my house.
Huh?
Yeah. I know it sounds crazy, but because it is. So I went to like dig the cupboards, right? Like the inner corner of the cupboards, and then I kept finding stacks and stacks and stacks of plates, and then they're all themed. So they all have like maybe 10 of it will be like this sunflower pattern, and then 10 of it will be like this dragon pattern. I don't know lah, like. And then I asked my aunt, I said, can we just give away some?
Yeah.
Because literally we only rotate around 20 plates, right? And then she said cannot. She said, you don't touch my plates, ah. Cannot, ah. All these plates are very useful. You don't know one day when it breaks or when during Chinese New Year. I'm like thinking, you mean Chinese New Year you want to do what? I literally I asked my auntie, like, you think you're going to cook the 满汉全席, is it? Like, Are you going to cook for the emperor where you need like 100 over dishes? Like, why you collect so many plates for what?
Have you ever seen those plates in use? Have you used those plates before?
No, no. So, right, I secretly listed some of these on Olio app where I gave them away for
Oh
free.
my gosh! And she never noticed, right, your aunt?
Of course, she doesn't ever use it. So, while she goes to work, I secretly took out some of her plates to give it to people.
Oh my gosh, so sneaky. What if she like one day looks for that one plate that you have given away?
I am I am so sure, 100% so sure that she has zero clue what plates she has. Because it's impossible for her to remember and know.
Good idea. Just keep giving the plates away.
Okay, so I guess by living with all these people, we have unfortunately have to pick up a lot of weird niche habits, including old people habits.
Yeah, and old people knowledge. Now I know why. Now I
Yes.
know why Sunny knows so much about old people stuff and why she strongly believes in like tapping, in all the superstitions, in all the
What is tapping?
tapping like your body tapping.
Like all the TCM
Yeah.
massage. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Thank you. Thank you for understanding how I'm shaped as a
Yeah, it,
person.
it all makes sense now. Okay. Yeah, so we've talked about what we don't really enjoy, but I'm sure we also have many things that we appreciate and enjoy, right?
Mm. Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's a reason why we are still surviving up till now and not moving out of our houses at this ripe old age. What are the top few things that we actually secretly like about living with our family?
I think the biggest thing for me would be that all the chores are done for me. So my mother is a great cook. Like she cooks really well
Mm,
and she cooks dinner on most weekdays. So I have like my meals prepared for me, like lunch and dinners prepared for me most of the time. I think like 90% of the time. I never have to worry about what to eat or where to buy food or what to cook because food is always readily available for me. And I think that's something I will 100% miss when I move out. Like always having like warm home cooked food at home ready for you. Yeah. Other
yes.
than food, there's like a lot of other things like laundry, like groceries, and other chores as well. Yeah, it gives me like there are a few times where my parents are overseas or they are like just not at home and I have to do those things myself. Like for example, bring out the laundry myself or settle food by myself. And it's really very annoying to have to think about all those when you still have to work
Mm,
at the same time. I know I'm complaining a lot, but it's a real struggle. So I'm super appreciative that I
yes.
always have food
That's
at home.
exact exactly. We don't have to be like those working moms, very stressed all the
Yes.
time, thinking about all this mental load. I
Yes.
think this mental load is at least off us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think compared to moments when I was in Shanghai alone, right? I think one of the moments that make the most difference is when you fall sick.
Mm.
Because when you fall sick alone, it's really horrible. You have to you have to just endure everything yourself. Even though you're dying and you feel like shit, you still have to wake up to find food
Yes.
and then to somehow just, survive.
Yeah. When you're already like super groggy,
Mm.
you just ate medicine and all you want is just some hot porridge.
Correct. Then who's even going to bring you to the doctors, right? When you stay alone?
Okay, I bring myself to the doctors, but do you not?
Or is it? Okay lah. Depends on how sick I am,
uh,
oh. It really depends on what kind of sickness and how sick I
uh.
am. So if you have like a stomach flu and you walk 2 steps, you puke, then
Oh yeah,
how?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's true. That's true. I do have to.
so moments like that, I really rely a lot on having my parents around.
So sweet. They still accompany you to the doctors.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's very difficult to leave behind also.
Yeah. And another thing is also when I go out with my parents, for example, we can all like take the same car. Like they will just fetch me to wherever we are going, or sometimes they might drop me off at the place where I'm supposed to go. So yeah, being a passenger princess is such a big perk also, staying with your family.
So if you remember our last episode, when I was feeling down, do you remember one of the key things that really picked me up was the fact that I kept talking to my
Oh
mother?
yes.
Right? So if we do not stay together, then there is no chance for me to keep talking to my mom and feel better about
Mm,
everything when I'm working from home. So being physically so close to them also gives me a lot of perks in that sense that I can talk to them every night. If there's something wrong, I can ask them. I can directly share anything that happens immediately with them. And then they will also like give me immediate feedback and replies and response. So
mm.
I think having this opportunity to HTHT with anyone who stays in your family is something that I would definitely miss.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I guess when we both, like when we move out to live on our own, the house is gonna be so quiet.
That day my friend was asking me and about like how we allocate our time,
Mm.
right? And then I realized that if they stay alone, they have very, very little time for themselves because they're always doing chores. But for us, we also have very, very little time for ourselves because our life is always shared with other people
Yeah,
and helping other people who is staying with
true.
us. So either way, either way,
When will we
that's
have time for ourselves?
I don't know. Well, I guess that's the life journey to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's life.
But I'm excited for you,
And
for your new phase in life where you can move out and finally experience properly staying alone, living alone.
so how about you? When are you gonna move out of your house, you think?
I don't know yet, but it probably in 2 years I would already have moved out. So I only have 2 years left in my house.
Mm.
That's so sad.
Oh my God. You know that day I saw this like Instagram reel and then it said something like, can you think back of a time where you are in the same house with your siblings and then y'all are just like watching random things on the
Mm,
TV with your parents still there
mm.
and the whole family still in one house.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the reel was saying that this will be gone and this will just be a memory at some point.
Yeah. Oh my God, so sad. And there will be like a last time where you have dinner at home, or like the last time where you sit in the living room to watch TV with your parents. Ah, so sad. Okay.
Oh my God, this episode has ended on
Yeah.
such a sad note.
Let's not think about the sad stuff.
I guess it turns out that we none of us actually want to move out of our
Yeah.
house.
So let's use whatever time we have at home to appreciate all the good stuff, appreciate also the not so good stuff, because those things are like what shaped us as people. And someday those things
Yes,
will be gone. Like we won't be experiencing those things anymore.
yes. Maybe it's time for me to reconsider my plan of moving out. Maybe I'll just rent the apartment out.
Who knows? Okay, that's it for today.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.